Hi, this is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Our devotion for today, August 17th, is from the Gospel of Mark, chapter 8, verses 22 through 26. Verse 22, And they came to Bethsaida, and some people brought to him a blind man, and begged him to touch him. Well, Bethsaida was a village located near the mouth of the upper Jordan River, on the east bank of the Sea of Galilee. It no longer is an active or inhabited village, but archaeologists have discovered its ruins and verified that it did exist at the time of Christ. Some people of the village brought this blind man to Jesus and begged him to touch and heal the man. Verses 23 and 24, And he took the blind man by the hand, and he led him out of the village. And when he had spit on his eyes and laid his hands on him, he asked him, Do you see anything? And he looked up and he said, I see people, but they look like trees walking. So Jesus takes this blind man by the hand and leads him out of the village. He wants to be alone with this man. And once they're alone, he turns and he spits on the man's eyes and then lays his hands on him, probably on his eyes. And then Jesus asks the man, Do you see anything? In my own mind, I picture here the creator of all things, who formed man from the dust of the earth with water and dirt, or possibly even just his saliva and dirt. And he mixes that saliva like he would mix water to dust or to dirt or to clay to reshape and to remold this sculpture who is a man. The man replies that he sees people, but they look like trees. This tells us that the man was not born blind, since he is able to distinguish what trees look like. Verses 25 and 26. Then Jesus laid his hands on the man's eyes again, and he opened his eyes. His sight was restored, and he saw everything clearly. And he sent him to his home, saying, Do not even enter the village. So Jesus returns to his work to heal this man who is blind and restore his sight so he's able to see everything clearly. And he does. He's able to do that. We don't know why he tells the man not to return to his village, but that's what he says. We also don't know why it took Jesus 2 tries to open the man's eyes so that he could see clearly. Perhaps it is because it took this long because the man lacked faith in order for the healing to occur. Or perhaps it's because the Lord wanted to gradually open his eyes in stages so that he could be ready before he fully saw. I don't know. But I want you to understand this. Sometimes we won't be able to see very clearly the first time we ask Jesus to open our eyes to something. Sometimes it may take a second or a third or maybe even a fourth time before Jesus' work on us is able to fully open our eyes to be able to see what we need to see clearly. And sometimes we need to work on our faith to believe that Jesus can actually help us see clearly. Go in peace, serve the Lord.